and it's the role. It's about the role of homeopathy in depression. Ma'am has done her graduation from Nehru Homeopathy Medical College and Hospital, and she is a postgraduate, which she has done from Indian Institute of Medical Sciences. Ma'am is a private consultant with charitable organizations. She has developed patient care plans including assessments, evaluations and nursing diagnosis. Provided advice and assistance to patients with regard to diet, exercise and other homeopathic factors. She is still responding to medical health problems presented by patients including history taking, diagnostics, investigation, referral as appropriate. Ma'am has been awarded with President of Faridabad Chapter of Homeo Healers, Homeopathy Association 2024. Over to you, ma'am. Request you to stick to role of homeopathy in depression in next 20 minutes.
Warm greetings to one and all present here. I, Dr. Tripti Monga, would like to highlight the role of homeopathy in prevention of depression and suicides among youth. It's my pleasure to be a part of such a significant and knowledgeable event on a pivotal issue of mental health of youth. Now, India is the country with the highest youth population in the world, which holds the responsibility of country's social and economic development. But the alarming rates of depression and suicides among youth questions the future of our country. In India, as many as 35 students commit suicide per day, and 1 out of 7 young people have symptoms of clinical depression, as per UNICEF 2023 report. This declining mental health of youth requires the need of urgent intervention and remedial strategies by all the pathways, including alternative medicines. Now, the most fundamental question is, what is depression? Depression is can be simply explained as a state of prolonged sadness. It is a mental health disorder which involves a constant feeling of sadness, worthlessness, and lack of interest in day-to-day activities. Common symptoms are changes in appetite, weight, excessive guilt, lack of concentration, recurrent thoughts of suicide. Now we can categorize these symptoms into 4 main categories. Physical symptoms, which includes headache, backache, fluctuation in weight, nausea, etc. Then we have behavioral symptoms, which involves substance abuse, insomnia or sleeping too much, eating very less or more, and isolating from others. Then we have cognitive symptoms, which involve lack of decision-making ability, difficulty in problem solving, not able to concentrate, etc. Then we have emotional symptoms, which involve anxiety, negative thoughts, restlessness, irritability. As we have discussed about declining mental health of youth in our country, let's trace the antecedent or causal factors which lead to depression among youth. Some of them are academic pressure, constantly among students for more grades and to clear the competitive exams. Then we have cultural and family expectations, trying to work up to the roles and expectations of society and family. Then we have social media influence, always comparing oneself to others. Then we have relationship issues with parents or with partners, substance abuse, excessive use of alcohol, drugs, etc. Then we have financial issues. Youth is not just about teenagers but involves individuals from 15 to 40 years of age. So job unsatisfaction, financial crisis all contributes to depression. Now let's analyze how homeopathy can brilliantly cure clinical depression. Now what is homeopathy? Homeopathy is a science that treats disease by addressing the underlying causes and individual symptoms of the patient. It operates on the principle of like cures like, where substances that produces symptoms in a healthy person can be used in diluted forms to treat symptoms in a sick person. Homeopathy treats the person and not the disease. A thorough assessment of patient's physical, emotional, and mental state is conducted to prescribe a tailored remedy. Homeopathic system of medicine carries an excellent scope to help a person manage stress, anxiety, and depression. Homeopathic medicines are constitutional remedies that work on a deep psychological level to give the best results in prevention and management of stress that eventually leads to depression. They help in building stamina to cope up with day-to-day stresses of life. They also help to overcome chronic grief that is causing stress, which gradually, when untreated, leads to depression. We have such wonderful remedies through which we cure the patient with which mode he or she is thinking of committing suicide. For instance, pulsatilla patient wants to commit suicide by drowning, antimcrude by cutting her throat, natrum sulph by shooting himself or herself, aconite by jumping through a window, belladonna by hanging or stabbing himself or herself, and many more medicines based on mental symptoms of the patient. Now I would like to present some of the homeopathic medicines with their keynote symptoms. Arsenic album. Arsenic album patient is a perfectionist, anxious about his health, with restlessness and fear of being alone. Kali phosphoricum, mental and physical exhaustion due to prolonged stress and insomnia. Aurum metallicum, feeling of guilt and worthlessness, disgust for life, talks of committing suicide and hopeless. Staphylos aureus, suppressed anger, very sensitive and guilty due to sexual excesses. Natrum patient, she is suffering from ill effects of grief, fight, anger, always depressed and irritable, and wants alone to be crying. Whereas pulsatilla patient, she is always crying even while telling her symptoms, fear of being alone. Ignatia, effects of sudden grief and worry, changeable mood, and sighing and sobbing. Aconite patient suffers from great fear, anxiety, fear of death, fears future, and panic attacks with fear of death. Now I would like to share a few of my treated cases of depression and anxiety. Case 1. Patient age 45 years of age, male, suffering from insomnia, anxiety and depression since last 2 years. He was on antidepressants and other medicines with no relief. I prescribed him anacardium 30 3 times a day for 1 week. Only on one keynote symptom, insomnia every alternate night. Patient completely recovered within a week and he is well till date. Then this is my second case. I am just sharing 1 or 2 cases. Patient age 52 years of age, male, suffering from depression, having fear of being alone, anxiety, palpitation after having minor heart attack. He was also taking antidepressant. I prescribed him aconite 30, 3 doses followed by placebo for 1 week, and his condition improved immediately and he started going to office within a week and he is doing well till date. Now let's take a brief look over how to prevent depression and suicide. Prevention involves 4 strategies. Firstly, on the part of individual, which involves coping with stress using some of self-help strategies like maintaining a positive attitude towards life, getting physically active by exercising regularly, seeking emotional support from friends, family, engaging in yoga, which imparts peaceful effect both physically and mentally, reducing screen time and usage of mobiles, and don't bottle up your emotions and have optimistic approach towards life. Secondly, community intervention with the support of friends, family and counselors. Individuals can seek support emotionally. Also, a mental stigma still exists within the minds of our society regarding approaching a counselor or psychiatrist. So as a community, we should come together with all the pathies, including alternative medicine, to help the youth of the country and promote mental health awareness. At last, I would like to thank Dr. Rohit Bhandari, President of Homeo Healers Homeopathy Worldwide, and Dr. Sushruth Almas for giving me such a great opportunity. And lastly, thank to all the audience. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Tripti.
Any questions?
Deliberation, I just wanted to ask you
Okay.
about homeopathy. Do we have to keep on increasing the dose of homeopathic medicines for depression? If you mentioned various medications for various symptomatology
Yes,
of
yes,
depression.
yes.
One wants to shoot himself, one wants to hang himself.
Yes, yes.
But suppose if the patient keeps coming, on follow-up and says, I still have those symptoms, I still have that urge to kill myself. So do you
Yes, yes. We have to reevaluate the case and we have to look for other symptoms also.
Okay.
That is why we take the patient as a whole. We treat patient as a whole and ask so many questions from the patient. Which include, yeah.
At times the suicidal tendency is because of depression.
Yes, yes.
So we need to treat depression
Yes,
also.
yeah, yeah, sure.
And it's not only about the suicidal tendency.
But we can increase the potency also, like 30, 200, 1M, 10M, and so on. Yes, yes.
Right. Thank you very much for a wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir.
I would request Chandrasekhar Goyal ji to please come here.